Yes, it. What the hell is this?
What are you talking about?
Professional slapping?
Professional slapping. Oh yeah, I heard
Yeah,
about that.
yeah, it is a sport. I've seen some YouTube videos.
That's a sport?
These
It
guys
is
are
technically a
crazy.
sport.
Yeah, it is.
That is messed up. Oh,
Wait a minute. We're
We're down.
live.
we are the four horsemen, and we are down to the final four teams. Championships will be decided tonight or this weekend. We're going to talk about that right about
now.
Oh no. So they put chalk on their hand, they just slap the ever living shit out of each other.
Yeah, and there's some chicks who slap each other's asses.
Football freaks,
Yes.
gridiron geeks, have no fear.
Yeah.
Horsemen are here in the flesh. Hey! What is going on, everybody? It is time for the final four teams. Four
Can't believe
teams are left. And we're going to talk all about that. What's going on, everybody? Hey, Pizzle90, Alex, of course. I am a fan of the Aqua and the Orange, representing 365 days a year, 24/7. You better believe it. Fins up, baby, all day, every day. Elsie Muss, 28, fan of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Steelers, baby.
How about them Stars?
How about them Steelers? Kenny Pickett is the future. I'll have a video sometime, maybe next week. Maybe next week we might go live and do some more fun stuff. Because I know we're probably not going to have a show next week. I might
Yes,
go
we
live
are.
myself.
We are going to have a show next week.
Really?
And I'm going to talk about that after we do our little introductions.
Okay.
So, and of course,
I'm interested.
And of course, we got Mr. Tiny Tim, the last remaining horseman.
The last remaining horseman.
Yeah, that's right. The last remaining horseman in Steel Sermon's tournament. I'm totally surprised that I made it this far, and I was dead on with that Cincinnati pick, but we'll go into that later. But hey, I'm getting excited right here. Down to the final four teams in the AFC, two in the AFC, two in the NFC. Who is going to punch their ticket to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona?
We'll just have to wait.
Time will only tell.
Time will only tell. Next week, we will be having a show. Regular time. We're going to have our best of the season clip show. The season clip show, and we're going to be reacting to our preseason picks.
Yes.
Like we did last year.
Okay.
And yeah, that was a fun stream we did last year. We're going to do it exactly how we did it last year, and it's going to be absolutely awesome.
I'm excited for.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely awesome. But divisional round was freaking crazy.
It was.
A lot of stuff happened. Let's talk about that because it's time for the recap. Starting out on Saturday, you had what was the first game? I totally forgot. I totally blanked.
Jaguars Chiefs.
It was the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs from Kansas City. It was interesting because Mahomes got injured.
He did.
Somewhere towards the part of the first quarter, I believe.
Yes.
First or second quarter, he got
First
injured.
quarter. He did not come back for the second quarter.
And Chad Henne came in for just a little bit.
The clown.
Chad Henne is choke. Oh, motherfucking choke. I still remember that, dude. All these years
You're the
later.
one who told me about it.
I was. That's when he was at Michigan. That's when he was at the University of Michigan. So, yeah, the Jaguars, they looked okay. They looked okay for the most part. Trevor Lawrence had himself a nice game, going 24 of 39, throwing for 217 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Travis Etienne had 10 carries on the ground, 62 yards, and 1 touchdown. And I believe that is Zay Jones. He was their leading receiver, 5 receptions for 83 yards. Then on the other side, you had Patrick Mahomes, who played a little bit of the game because he was hurt. He went 22 of 30 for 195 yards and a touchdown. And Chad Henne went 5 of 7. He went 2 touchdowns. That's right. Went 5 of 7, 23 yards and 1 touchdown.
That's right. Chad Henne threw a touchdown.
On the ground, they looked all right. They had Isaiah Pacheco having 12 carries on the ground for 95 yards. You had Jerick McKinnon having 11 carries for 25 yards. Travis Kelce, I don't know what I was thinking because on Underdog, I had him going lower in fantasy points, and that was a big mistake on my part.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That was a big mistake on my part, if you ask me. He went 14 receptions, 98 yards for 2 touchdowns.
I did not expect him to have that good of a game.
Me neither. And the other touchdown was caught by one Marquez Valdez. Yeah, and the Chiefs are moving on to their 5th straight AFC championship.
5th straight AFC championship at home.
5 time.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Yeah.
Yes.
27-20 was the final from Kansas City. And then in an absolute shellacking, you had the Eagles defeating the Giants 38-7.
We know where this is going. Say it, Senator Romy.
Oh, you know what? I was actually going to do that, so why the hell not?
The Eagles are so much better than the Eagles.
Yes. 38-7. Good God Almighty.
I will say, though, the Giants and Jaguars, they both have promising futures on them, but unfortunately, the Eagles just had a complete roster and just completely dominated against the Giants.
Aside from the 49ers, I think the Eagles are the most complete team.
I think so. Whoever wins that game is winning the Super Bowl. I'm just going to say it right now.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. The Bengals are looking pretty good.
They are, but man, oh man, oh man. Eagles and we'll get to that next. We'll get to that next week. But anyways, Eagles, they dominate on the ground. They had their 2-headed running back tandem. They had 3 rushing touchdowns in the game for 3 different running backs.
Yeah.
Kenneth Gainwell, Miles, Jalen Hurts, and Boston Scott also.
Boston Scott,
who's had a touchdown almost every single game versus the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
And then Miles Sanders also. Miles Sanders is running back 1, and he didn't lead the team rushing.
Wow.
That tells you how crazy a death the Eagles' running attack is. The Eagles just have so many weapons. Dallas Goedert. You have
Devontae
Smith.
AJ Brown.
AJ Brown's the number 1 receiver in that team, and he didn't do anything, and they still won by 31 points, which is insane to think about.
And I know those Titans are kicking themselves for letting go of that guy.
Oh, I agree. They're kicking themselves.
Oh yeah, big time. Big time. I mean, he wanted that contract.
Yep.
He wanted the contract. Tennessee should have given it to him. They should have just said, "Shut up. Here you go." But he decided to get gritty, and you know what? Philly is taking full advantage of that.
Oh yeah.
And they're saying, "Thank you very much, Tennessee." Daniel Jones looked okay. No, he didn't.
No.
Daniel Jones had a rough game.
15 of 27, 135 yards and 1 interception. Saquon didn't even score, dude.
Saquon did have some of the highlights of the game. The receiving game, the Giants just didn't. The Giants need a top tier receiver because Isaiah Hodgins and Richie James aren't going to get the job done at the end of the day.
Nope.
Neither is Kenny Golladay or Darius Slayton. They need to go out and go get an actual receiver. And
I think they'll get one in the draft.
I think so.
I think they'll get one in the draft, or they'll get someone in free agency, or trade for someone. Who knows?
Who knows? But they need a wide receiver. How about Daniel Jones?
They need a lot.
They do need a lot.
They need a lot.
Receivers are the number one thing they definitely need.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And the Philadelphia Eagles are moving on to the NFC Championship. Who will they be facing? You already know, but we'll be talking about that in just a little bit. And then on Sunday, you had the Cincinnati Bengals defeating the Buffalo Bills 27-10.
You did. The Bengals
called it.
completely shocking the Bills out.
He called it.
He called it. Only one who did.
Yep. I've kept saying for the last few weeks, Cincinnati is the most dangerous team in the AFC. But we'll just see how dangerous they are when they go to Arrowhead.
And unfortunately, it is not.
No, it's the Bills! Buffalo all the way this time!
Not
Anymore.
Not anymore. It sucks because you had Damar Hamlin there. You had the storyline going into it, and now the past three seasons, they've gone down. Like they lost the AFC Championship. They lost the AFC. They lost the AFC Championship, and they lost the division round twice, and they haven't got anything since. It's just unfortunate because Buffalo, they could not tackle to save their lives in that Buffalo snow. That's their hometown.
Absolutely terrible.
Josh Allen looked absolutely awful. He did get.
You see Stephon Diggs on the sideline going like, "What the hell? Throw it my way."
Yeah, Stephon Diggs was pissed because, dude, Stephon Diggs hates losing more than anyone else. Did you see what happened with Stephon Diggs? He literally, right after the game was over, went to go to his locker room, grabbed his stuff, and tried leaving before his teammates brought him back in.
Mm-hmm. It was Duke Johnson that had to bring him back in.
Duke Johnson. I couldn't believe that.
Josh Allen, yeah, he didn't have a single touch. He had a rushing touchdown. He had
the rushing touchdown. Only touchdown for the Bills offensively.
The
entire Bills offense just looked completely inept.
They looked off.
I don't know what happened. I will say this, though. It sucks what happened to Mario. And then there are these stupid people on Twitter. I just got to get this on my chest for a second. That were saying Damar Hamlin. That wasn't really Damar Hamlin. That was in the Jumbotron.
Doppelganger.
I'm like, do you people not understand how cold it is in Buffalo? And there was literally a picture on his Twitter and Josh Allen having to come out and say, oh, yeah, that was a complete lie. So why are there conspiracy theorists out there? Like, I get it. It looked really weird that they didn't show him fully. He was trying to do the heart thing. He couldn't do it because his ribs were like broken still. But still, at the end of the day, how could you say Damar Hamlin's dead and Damar Hamlin is still alive? Like, come on, people.
Right.
Like, I don't get where these people come from. I was looking at all over Twitter. I did some research myself. There was no way that could have. Like, I don't know what people were thinking.
I don't either. Because that was actually him. We saw footage of him going in the locker room talking to the Bills.
Exactly.
Yeah. That was him.
They were saying, oh, because it was blocked by the staff or whatever the camera was, blocked of him trying to get into like the room to get into like a suite or something. Do you realize those suites are going to keep him warm? He needs to be able to keep warm.
Yeah.
How cold it is in Buffalo. Like, get
Yeah.
out.
He's not going to be on the sideline. Are you kidding me?
Exactly. Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then on the other side, you got the Bengals.
Bengals offense looks really strong, including
Joe
Jamal.
Burrow went 23 of 36 for 242 yards, 2 touchdowns, one to Jamar Chase, who had 5 receptions, 61 yards, and 1 touchdown, and the other to Hayden Hurst, who had 5 receptions and 59 yards. You had Joe Mixon being an absolute beast in the snow, 20 carries, 105 yards, and a touchdown. And Samaje P. Ryan had himself a pretty nice game as well, 7 carries for 33 yards. Yeah. And
Yes,
the
they were supposed to
interception,
win it for him, but they didn't.
the interception was made by Cam Taylor.
Oh, that's right. The one at the very end of the game, Josh Allen ended the season with the interception. And he's just did not have it this year. I don't think he had it this year. I think the best thing to do for the Bills is just to retool, and hopefully they can make a run next year.
Yeah.
But their schedule's not going to be easy next year. They won the toughest next year.
No, it is not.
Oh, man.
No, it is not. 27-10 was the final from Buffalo. And then, finally, you had
Cowboys.
end of the road for one America's team.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
What happened? Take us.
What happened? I'll tell you what happened. 2 more interceptions from Mr. Rain Dakota Prescott.
Yep.
Dakota Prescott.
Yeah, that's his full name, by the way.
Yes,
Rain
Rain.
Dakota Prescott. Went 23 of 37 for 206 yards, 1 touchdown pass, but those 2 interceptions, and he got sacked.
Mm-hmm.
Zeke Elliott once again struggled. 10 carries, but only 26 yards.
Ugh. And then Pollard getting hurt, wasn't?
Oh,
Yeah, Tony
Tony
Pollard
Pollard.
getting
That was
That was
a
bad.
huge loss right there. But he ran 6 times for 22 yards before his injury. The longest run in that game for a Cowboy was 11 yards, and that was by Dak Prescott. He carried 4 times for 22 yards. Then on the receiving side, C.D. Lamb caught 10 receptions for 117 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Dalton Schultz caught the only touchdown that the Cowboys had. He went 5 receptions for 27 yards. And Cowboys did recover 1 fumble.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, DeMarcus Lawrence and Osa Odigizua, they both got to They both got to Brock Purdy at least at one time there, but it was just poor time management on their part. Dak with his interceptions. On the other side, Brock Purdy. I'm telling you, this guy should be NFC Rookie of the Year.
He is actually nominated for Rookie of the Year.
I'll vote for him. He went 19 of 29 for 214 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Elijah Mitchell, 14 carries, 51 yards. Run CMC Christian McCaffrey, 10 carries for 35 yards and a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
And George Kittle, 5 receptions for 95 yards. Debo Samuel, 4 receptions, 45 yards. Who's that? Brandon Ayuk.
Ayuk is on
2
fire.
2 receptions, 26 yards. And they, of course, Ray McLeod III lost that fumble that Damone Clark recovered for the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
Samson Ebkebaum was the only 49er that could sack Prescott. But basically, and what the hell was that final play?
Thank you. Thank you for that. I was just about to bring that up.
C.A. Cougar, yeah.
Cougar
What
brings
the
it up.
bloody hell was that final play?
You had
Oh
Zeke
my
under
God.
center.
Tim, can you explain that?
You had Zeke under center. Zeke is the center.
Whoever thought of that should lose their job.
Was that Kellen Moore?
Kellen Moore.
Was that Kellen Moore?
I think I had to be
Could
Kellen
have been
Moore.
because even in his right mind, I don't think McCarthy would think of a stupid play like that. Yeah, that's right, Zach. It was a Kellen Moore moment right there. Tell you what, if it was up to me, I would give Mike McCarthy at least one more year.
Ooh.
And I would probably give Kellen Moore at least one more year. I would actually give Dan Quinn at least 5 more years.
Oh.
Cowboys defense is still that good. And of course, he was NFC Assistant Coach of the Year back in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
So he's really done a lot of good with that defense. But as far as Dak and Zeke are concerned, their numbers, I mean, Zeke has just been going down, 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 down ever since his rookie year.
Yep.
Dak had all those interceptions, which could have turned into victories for the Cowboys a few times during the season. I don't know. I mean, I guess there's a lot of Cowboys that are probably thinking, what would have happened if they decided not to bring Dak back in Week 7 and stay with Cooper Rush?
Ooh.
I mean, Cooper Rush, I think he started 5 games, went 4-1.
He did?
Nothing to sneeze. That's nothing to sneeze at.
No, absolutely not.
No, it's not.
But only time will tell. And once again, us Cowboys fans are going to be getting a lot of flack for the next few months. But I guess we've been used to it all these years, so why not? Cowboys lose to the Niners 19-12.
Alex and Tiny Tim, before you go to the next thing, I actually found this, Tiny Tim, and I don't know if you would find this funny or not. Did you see that Dak Prescott is breaking up with his girlfriend after 2 years? They officially broke up.
After losing. Oh, wow.
But here's the thing, though. Guess there was a caption that goes, "She realized that ring was never coming."
Well, that depends on what kind of ring they were talking about.
I know, but damn, that was funny.
That's my reaction right there.
You for real?
Mm-hmm.
Bitch, are you for real?
Well, maybe she was a distraction to him. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, yes.
Yes, I love that one.
Saving that one. Saving that for a special moment. Yes, indeed. All right. Biggest winners and losers do we have?
Ooh, okay, biggest winners and losers. My biggest winner would probably have to be What is my biggest winner? That's actually a good question.
That's right.
I'll go, even though they lost.
What can I say? I learned from the best.
Yeah. I will say, though, if I had to pick a biggest winner, even though they lost, I would have to say both the Giants and the Jaguars for getting it this far this season.
Okay.
Doug Peterson, Brian Dable, for the teams that they had to inherit from last year and to make it all the way to the divisional round, that's a winner in my book. And it also proves why Urban Meyer was the worst NFL head coach of all time.
Ever.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Ever.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. I can't find it.
What are you doing?
Woo! Banana.
Oh.
Ooh, banana. My biggest winner, I gotta say, is the Bengals.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta say, it's the Bengals. I mean, you're the reigning, defending, undisputed AFC champions. You go into Buffalo. You beat who many people believe are the presumable Super Bowl favorite, front runner. Many people actually picked them to win the Super Bowl. I'm not going to say I saw this coming, but I kind of saw this coming.
Yeah.
We saw them lose last week. Well, not last week, but last year, and then the year before, and here we are. What about you, Tim? Who's your biggest winner?
My biggest winner would also be the Bengals. They are dangerous. It looks like they're going to be having a full head of steam going into Arrowhead. Happy for Joe Burrow. Maybe he can parlay his national championship with LSU with a Super Bowl victory. Who knows? So my biggest winner of this week, Cincinnati Bengals.
All right. And as far as biggest loser are concerned,
Whoever called that last play for the Kellen
Yep.
Moore, if it was Kellen
Yep.
Moore, that's probably going to be my biggest loser. The dumbest plays I have ever seen in my entire life. Dude, that made that Colts play look so much worse.
oh yeah. Well, I think it's on the same level, to be honest.
I think it's worse.
Actually, I think it made the Colts play look quite legitimate.
Exactly.
Ooh.
That was only 2 yards. This was 4th and 9.
That is true. I would say that this play was worse because not only was it in the playoffs and more people were watching it,
Yep.
but Zeke is the center.
Zeke is the center.
Yeah.
Zeke is the center, slant pass, and he gets absolutely demolished. Crazy.
I know.
Just absolutely crazy, dude. So yeah, I would agree. Whoever called the last play for the Dallas Cowboys.
Right. Yep, that's my biggest loser, Kellen Moore.
Here we go. Make it 3. Clean
Yeah.
sweep.
Lane sweep.
As you guys can see in the comments, Mr. Sermon will not be joining us tonight for picks, but he is going with the San Francisco 49ers and the Cincinnati Bengals to the Super Bowl. And Tim, just make sure you DM him.
Yeah, I will do it immediately after the show, brother.
When it comes to the tournament.
Actually, there is one other update, and I'll actually have when Dashy comes in later. I'll actually have him explain it because I'm still live with Bill's Mafia for his Pick'ems tournament. I'm the number 1 right now.
Oh.
I'll talk about that in a little bit, though. Talk about that a little later.
Okay. All right, we
ready?
will. I am ready. Are you guys ready?
God.
All
I'm
right.
ready.
It is time for the final 2 games. It is time for the final 4 to go at. One team will represent the NFC. One team will represent the AFC. Who will it be? Let's find out. But starting out on Sunday at 3:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it is the NFC Championship, as it is the San Francisco 49ers going to Philadelphia to face the Eagles. The Eagles, 2.5-point favorites.
Yep, you're right.
All right.
It is on Fox. You get their A team. You get Kevin Burkhardt and Greg Olson.
The referee is John Hussey.
Who you
Wait a
guys?
minute. Highlight Roy's comment. How is that true? I mean, we only have 2 butt cheeks this human being. How could I have 4 butt cheeks? That's physically impossible. You ask.
Got him again. Who you guys?
Well, unless you count that monkey from South Park.
Oh God.
Forgot that.
I think he had like 4 or 6 butt cheeks.
Maybe I think 8.
Oh my God.
It was 8.
Anyways,
Who you guys got and why for the NFC Championship?
who do you want to go first?
Save me for last.
Okay.
Go ahead, LC.
All right, I will go first actually on this one.
Last.
So, Eagles and Niners. This is a very tough game, and this is going to be a very tough overall matchup for the 49ers. The Niners do have a really good offense. Same with the Philadelphia Eagles. You have two offensive juggernauts going at each other with tight ends Dallas Goedert versus George Kittle, A.J. Brown versus Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel, Miles Sanders versus Christian McCaffrey, and Jalen Hurts versus Big Cock Brock.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You have a phenomenal matchup here on offense. On defense, it's the Eagles rushing defense versus the 49ers defense not only have the rushing defense, but you also have the pass defense, which is one of the top pass defenses in the league and shut down everyone in the playoffs so far. There's a reason why the 49ers have won as many games in a row as they have.
Kyle Shanahan.
The 49ers defense has been absolutely incredible. Kyle Shanahan has been able to execute a great offensive game plan for the Niners. The Eagles are coming in this game, though, but I don't think the Eagles are nearly as experienced as the Niners. Kyle Shanahan has been in big situations before. Nick Sirianni has not.
Oh.
You want a big key factor in this game? My key factor for this game is going to be Christian McCaffrey. CMC. Christian McCaffrey against the Eagles. I'll actually pull this up because
I think he's got some stats when it comes to facing the Eagles. Because I remember when the Panthers
as the Panthers running back.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how because I actually pull up one of my favorite sites that I like using. He's only played 2 games against the Philadelphia Eagles. The last game was in 2018.
Right.
And he didn't do too much. But
well, there goes that.
Here's the thing. Wait. Let me explain why, though. The first time, though, was when he got hurt. He got hurt early on in the running game, and they were down early, and they went on to the pass game. He ended up getting 14 targets or 10 receptions and 56 yards.
Okay.
And then in the second game, he ended up getting only 7 rushing attempts for 29 yards because it was also another game where the Panthers got down early. So pretty much the big thing is if the 49ers get down early, they're going to have to look at Christian McCaffrey at the receiving end. But Christian McCaffrey can get it done on the receiving end.
Yes, he can.
Because he had 51 rushing yards on 6 receptions in his second game. He hasn't played the Eagles, though, in 5 years, though. So my big game plan for the 49ers is this. Keep the Philadelphia Eagles offense off the field. If the 49ers can keep the Eagles offense off the field, then I feel like the 49ers have a really good chance of winning. The 49ers need long offensive possessions with at least 7 to 8 minute drives. That is one of the big things they need, 10, 11, 12-plus play drives in order to keep that Philadelphia offense off the field and defense on the field. You tire out the Eagles' defense, then you're going to have success. One of the weaknesses the Eagles do have, though, is their run defense late in games has been making things a little more interesting. They did allow over 60 to Saquon, including some missed tackles. If Christian McCaffrey can get through the defensive line, get those tackles right past the linebacker, they're not catching up to him. I don't think that the Eagles are going to have the talent to catch up to McCaffrey and tackle him once he gets through the initial defensive line. Expect the 49ers to really run the ball heavy and play old school defensive football. Run the ball down the opponent's throat, pass when needed, and let your defense do the work. Jalen Hurts against top 10 defenses, it's going to be a tough challenge, to say the least. I think, though, that the Niners at the end of the day are the more superior team. I think that the Niners right now have the better overall defense, and I think that right now, as much as I hate to say it, Eagles won't be able to stop everything that the Niners have compared to the 49ers being able to stop all the Eagles receivers because they've been able to shut down almost every receiver they faced. Other than the good first half, what did DK Metcalf and the Seahawks do in the first round? Nothing in the second half.
Nothing.
Unless it was garbage time when everyone was on the bench. What did the Seahawks do after that first quarter? Absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
What did the Cowboys do on their end on Sunday when they played the 49ers? Mostly nothing. Mostly nothing. I think
I'll give him that credit.
A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, and have to force them to throw to Goddard a lot or to Quez Watkins, I think it's going to be in big trouble for the Eagles. I don't think that Jalen Hurts is nearly as accurate throwing to Goddard and Watkins compared to throwing to Devonta Smith and A.J. Brown. I think the thing is the Niners get at least 1 or 2 interceptions off Jalen Hurts and get at least 3 sacks. They're winning this game. And I'm going to pick the San Francisco 49ers to win this game. This is going to be a defensive dogfight. This is not going to be a game where there's a lot of scoring. But one of the other things that I also know is, other than 2017, the Eagles do not have a very good home record when it comes to the NFC Championship games. They don't have a good run. They don't have a good home record. They've only won 2 home games in NFC Championship games. Only 2 out of a possible 7.
That was 2004 and 2017.
Yep, only twice.
Wow.
So they're 2 for 5. They're 2 and 4 right now at home in the NFC Championship game. Make that 2 and 5. Give me the San Francisco 49ers. You get the win. My final score is going to be 49ers. I'm going to say 27-24. Give me the 49ers.
I agree with every single thing that LC Muscles has said.
Oh, baby.
And you're not going to believe this, but before he gave his score, I wrote my score down, and it is an exact match, LC.
What?
Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh.
It is an exact match. 27-24. Give me the Niners, and someone is knocking at my door.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I cannot believe this.
That is crazy.
I'm just trying to that's my
What?
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 You for real?
Bitch, are you for real?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I'm for real.
Hell yeah.
This is like unbelievable.
I am shocked.
Romy's got that down though.
I am shocked.
I am shocked too, to be honest with you.
Alex,
Can you top that?
Yeah, well, yes.
I can try my best.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a game between 2 physical teams that have good run games and good defensive fronts. That means it will be decided up front, no matter how many offensive playmakers that are on the field and that they have. Eagles, I got to say, they looked absolutely impressive in blowing out the Giants last week, while the Niners won a close game at home against the Dallas Cowboys. San Francisco offense struggled some in that game, but Brock Purdy got out of it. Got it going after a slow start with 7 straight as a starter. Winning his 7th straight game. Absolutely crazy. And he's nominated for Offensive Rookie of the Year this year, which is absolutely awesome.
He gets my vote.
Mr. Irrelevant to Offensive Rookie of the Year. Can you imagine that?
That's an insane.
Can you imagine that if that happens?
Damn.
Absolutely. Hold on. Absolutely.
Damn.
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
This, though, is a bigger challenge because it's against a better team on the road. The Eagles are the number 1 seed for an absolute reason. This is going to be an absolutely tough matchup for that. Not only that, but he's facing a defense that led the NFL in sacks with 70. 70 sacks. 2
insane.
Off of the record, which is, I believe, 72. They come from all spots, too. With 4 players, with 4 players having 10 or more. So look for the Eagles to attack that right side of the 49ers offensive line, which is their weaker side of the offensive line. Eagles offense had another big rushing day against the Giants. Boston Scott got a touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell got one, and Jalen Hurts got one. But let's be honest, Jalen Hurts can throw as well, but they will have to be able to run it here. Their top-rated offensive line is absolutely key in this match. They have to get great push and keep Joey Bosa, keep him off of Jalen Hurts whatsoever. 49ers can linebackers can run and cover, which is a must against this Eagles offense. Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw are special, and they have to be in this one. And if I'm being honest, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I made a bet with somebody during the 49ers game. And I had to be a 49ers fan for a week on Twitter and Instagram, or not Instagram, but on Discord.
Oh, boy.
So that's why my picture was Mike McDaniel when he was a part of the 49ers.
Oh.
But also, Gladys has not changed her hat since then.
Oh, God.
So, by the power vested in Gladys, I'm making it unanimous.
Yes.
Give me the 49ers to get the job done and go to the Super Bowl as the NFC champs. Give me the 49ers to beat the Philadelphia Eagles by a final score. What the hell? Let's make it 3 for 3. 27-24.
Die, chickens, die.
Die, chickens, die, all the way to KFC.
Yeah.
Die, chickens, die. Soon you'll be in Popeye's buckets.
The Eagles are so much better than the Eagles.
Not this week.
No.
Not this week. Not this week. And then on Sunday night, you got the other two teams that could be the Super Bowl champions. You got in the AFC Championship, the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. This game is in Kansas City. Bengals are 1-point favorites.
They are 1-point favorites.
Wow. Referee for this game is...
It is going to be Ron Torbert.
And the announcers are CBS A-Team. You got Jim Nance and Tony Romo.
That's right.
Who you guys got? And why for the AFC Championship?
AFC Championship. Save me for last this time.
Okay, Tim?
Okay. Wow, this is going to be a well, as a Hall of Famer, Jim Ross says, it's going to be a slobber knocker.
Absolute slobber knocker.
Going to be a slobber knocker. It's going to be a pure sixer. I don't think this game is going to be. This game will not be for the weak stomach or for the squeamish. This is going to be. It's going to be ugly, but in a good way, because there's going to be heated competition here. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Patrick Mahomes has faced Joe Burrow 3 previous times.
Yep, 3 times.
And he has lost to Joe Burrow each of those 3 times.
Straight.
Yes.
So it seems to me that if Mr. Mahomes is Superman, Joe Burrow is Kryptonite. I've been thinking about this long and hard. And you know I love Patrick Mahomes. He's an East Texas native from White House, Texas, about an hour drive from here. I love the guy. I love his attitude. I like his unselfishness. But what have I been saying for the last few weeks? Cincinnati is the most dangerous team in the AFC. And so, with that being said, I'm going to give the slight edge to the Bengals. Stashy, I know you're going to be happy with me on this. I'm taking the Bengals by a late field goal. Let's just call it. Let's call it. Let's go 30-27. Bengals get out on top. Who they? They probably playing in the Super Bowl. 30-27. Joe Burrow once again dominates over Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
Okay.
All right, so the big issue here is the health of Patrick Mahomes. After suffering that high ankle sprain last week against Jacksonville, will he be able to move? If not, what does that mean for that Chiefs offense since he does so much damage off schedule and outside of the pocket? Chiefs offense did some good things when he returned against Jacksonville after that injury, but certainly looked limited in terms of mobility. That will matter here against a Bengals defense that has so many moving parts and can blitz from all over. They've done a great job against him in late games in the past. 3 times they've played. Like Tim said, they've beaten him 3 straight times, including the AFC Championship game and last January, and a regular game in this season. The Jaguars didn't come after Mahomes after he hurt his ankle, but you can bet the Bengals will, even though that's not the strategy they used to beat him in the title game last year. They came after Josh Allen a lot last week in their upset victory. In that game, Joe Burrow and the offense had success moving that football. An offensive line that was down 3 starters played well as the Bengals ran it with Joe Mixon, and Joe Burrow hit some big shots in that passing game. Mixon didn't play in the regular season game between these 2 teams this season, and I think that will be the X factor. Joe Mixon playing in this game. And I think Joe Burrow seems to realize the big moments. I expect him to play well here, while Patrick Mahomes' little limited mobility will be in play. That matters, and that's why I believe that the Bengals will repeat as the reigning, defending, undisputed AFC champions. Give me the Bengals to beat the Chiefs 31-24. Okay. Who they say gonna beat them Bengals? Who they say gonna beat them Bengals? Nobody.
This really hates me to say it because I'm a diehard Pittsburgh Steelers fan, if you guys know. But the Cincinnati Bengals are the best team in the AFC North right now. They've continued to prove it for the past 2 years, and this is another example of how great they've been. The Bengals right now are a unbelievably good team. Zach Taylor is doing a phenomenal job, and I can't give any more praise to Zach Taylor and the job he's done turning around that Cincinnati Bengals offense, that team in general. From being one of the worst teams right before he dropped Joe Burrow, and now him being a AFC contender like they are now, it's absolutely crazy to see. It's crazy to think that it took getting rid of Andy Dalton, Marvin Lewis, and all these players, and for Mike, the owner, to actually care about winning to turn that Bengals team around.
Mm-hmm.
The Bengals offense is absolutely incredible. You have Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow, which is probably going to be the next Manning to Marvin Harrison connection. I don't know about like just iconic receiving duos or Brady Moss or something like that. You have those iconic receiving duos. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase is the next iconic receiving duo. The Bengals offense does not have to rely on Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, though. They do have Joe Mixon, Samaje Perine, one of the best two workhorse in the league.
Nice 1-2 punch.
T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Hayden Hurst. I think getting Hayden Hurst was a much better upgrade from what they had last year, and CJ Uzomah. much better tight end option, better receiving. Even though the Kansas City Chiefs did lose Tyreek Hill, their offense still seems to be a really good offensive unit. And once again, they won off the bye week, which is not a surprise to say the least anymore. There are a few things that are going to have me concerned, though, for both teams. Number one for Kansas City is their pass defense. Their pass defense still continues to be a liability against really good offensive teams. Like Buffalo, like Cincinnati, like any other, like a lot of other teams, their pass defense is a huge problem. And they've gotten somewhat better. Losing Tyrann Mathieu, though, is going to show up here. I think that the Bengals defense does have enough pieces to get to Patrick Mahomes. They proved in the past. And Joe Burrow is also 3-0 against Patrick Mahomes.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Not only that, Cincinnati, though, with Joe Burrow, Dashy brought up the stat. Joe Burrow's 8-0 when the temperature is 40 degrees or below. It's like the anti-Peyton Manning. He's the anti-Peyton Manning because when Peyton Manning was in 40 degrees or below temperatures,
He sucked.
He sucked ass.
I know because he was my fantasy.
Peyton Manning.
He was my fantasy quarterback ever since I started fantasy football.
He's the reverse Peyton Manning here. 8-0. It's going to be snowing. It's going to be cold. It's going to be rowdy in Kansas City. But just like last year's AFC Championship game, I don't think there will be a big lead that Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs get to. I think it's the Cincinnati Bengals who not only get the lead early, just like they did against Buffalo, but they suffocate Kansas City's offense, and the Bengals defense forces 3 turnovers by the Chiefs.
Ooh.
1 fumble and 2 interceptions from Patrick Mahomes as the Cincinnati Bengals get the job done. My final score for Bengals and for the I have Bengals and Chiefs. My final score is going to be, I will pull it up here if my thing would work. I have 31-24. I have 31-23. Chiefs score a garbage time touchdown late, but they can't get it done. That's going to be my final score at the end of the day. 31-23. Give me the Cincinnati Bengals.
Okay. All right.
I hate to say it, but it's the truth.
It is the truth.
So
last week we tried it. It was a success, I thought.
It was a success.
Let's do it again.
Ooh.
You heard from us. Now we want to hear from you. Link is in the chat. Anyone feeling lucky?
I want to hear.
We want to hear what you have to say.
Ask yourself a question.
Come on.
Do I feel lucky?
What's going on, Zach?
What's up?
Hey,
Not
Zaxter.
much. Yeah,
How
no
we doing?
camera on for this week, but anyways, still going to get my picks. So, first and foremost, the 49ers and the Eagles. You mentioned the Eagles are 2-4 in NFC title games at home. I think Philly's pass defense is overrated because they give up big plays in the passing game, and it happens to kill them, like the Cowboys. A 3rd and 30 to a washed-up T.Y. Hilton.
Oh,
That
Yeah,
was pretty embarrassing.
That was really bad. 49ers had plenty of passing attacks. Like, they beat you in every way possible. You have Bebo Samuel.
I can't disagree.
You have George Kittle, who is a top 2 tight end in the league. He's
Yes,
second
he is.
because of a man in Kansas City. We'll get to him. And from the Tampa Bay area, out of Sickles High School, Ray McLeod. They can beat you through the air, and they can beat you on the ground, too. 49ers are an old-school team. They've been, ever since they traded for Christian McCaffrey, they've been my pick to win the NFC.
I think he has been the catalyst.
yes.
He has been. He scored a touchdown in how many straight games?
Against the Giants, it was like 11 touchdowns in 9 games against the Giants.
No, I'm
Yeah.
talking about Christian McCaffrey.
Oh,
How many straight games has he scored?
I actually will pull up. He scored in a lot of them. Let me pull this up because I actually have it. Give me 1 second. So he, ever since joining the 49ers, he has scored.
1, 2,
My
3, 4.
app will work.
When was he traded?
He was
What
traded right after the Kansas City, right after that Kansas City game.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Panthers made a mistake.
7 times. 7 times.
8
He's
straight
on a-
games.
He's
8
on
straight
a
games.
He is on a tear. Philly's going to have a hard time containing that 49er run game. They're going to. Because the 49ers, the Eagles have not played against an offensive line that is as good as the 49ers.
Nope.
They have not played a team as good as the 49ers are. And I think the 49ers played a better defense last week. So I think they're more battle-tested and ready for Philly. And that's why 49ers take home the NFC. They pull away late in the fourth quarter, 28-10. San Francisco.
Wow, you have a
28-10.
blowout.
I wouldn't say a blowout because it's not 20. 20 or more is a blowout. Anyways,
Yeesh.
next up, Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. Obviously, Burrow's 3-0 against Mahomes. Burrow has not played a night game against Mahomes. But Burrow is undefeated in games that are below 40 degrees. Anti-Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Mahomes not going to be as mobile. Even though he's probably going to lose this game, that man should still win the MVP. Shouldn't be close either. The Bengals offense is not to be played with. But Chiefs, here's what I noticed about the Chiefs defensively. They love to send pressure at you.
Do.
They are a blitz team.
Oh,
Steve
yeah.
Spagnuolo is kind of like Wink Martindale. Very blitz happy.
The game show host?
And I
Sorry, had
think
to.
they could use it to win the game, but I think the Bengals are going to win.
Oh, yeah.
Joe Burrow loves to counter the blitz. But when he gets pressured, he makes bad decisions. Look at the Steelers and Cowboys games. Prime examples of how to beat the Bengals. You get pressure. So look for the Chiefs to do that. But I think the Bengals get the win because I don't think it's going to be enough. I don't think the Chiefs pass rush outside of Chris Jones is as good as, say, like the 49ers. So Bengals win pretty convincingly here because I think they're going to go after Patrick Mahomes. They're going to go after Mahomes. They're going to hit him a few times. Cincinnati pulls away in the second half to win 48-25. My Super Bowl matchup is a rematch of 2 Super Bowls in the 80s between the Cincinnati Bengals and the San Francisco 49ers.
Love it.
That's right.
Wow.
Absolutely love it. Good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank you so much, Zach, for joining.
Thank
No
you, dude.
problem.
See you in a couple weeks for, well, actually, yes. Yes, we'll see you. See you later, bud.
See ya.
Appreciate you coming on. All right. Next up, someone's dressed for the occasion.
Dashy.
Dashy.
Roar. Kitty goes meow.
Okay. Here's what I got for the first game between the 49ers and the Eagles. Yes, Eagles lead the league in sacks, but they're going up against a team whose offensive line can protect the quarterback better. They know how to run the ball. 49ers also have the best defense of the league, so something's got to give. If I'm not mistaken, Eagles are favored by 2.5.
2.5.
I'm going
Yep,
to
2.5.
call head up on that, and actually, I hate to say this, but sound the alarm.
Oh, okay. Sure, why not? Okay.
As my upset of this week, giving the 49ers to win the NFC, make up for last year. Now you got in the AFC, my point spread game of the week, my Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. I know the Bengals are favored by 1, but we are on Mahomes with Boras and Zach Terrace as starting quarterback.
Reno.
Our last 2 games where we played with snow on the ground, on the field, we have won. Joe Burrow is 8-0 when the temperature below 40 degrees.
Yes, he is.
And we're not like other teams. We love to play in the snow. Nobody calls us snow tigers for no apparent reason. So my key to winning this game is you got to bring all-out blitz on Mahomes. You got to utilize that run game and use the passing game if needed. That's why I'm going to go over the Bengals to win and cover the spread 27-24.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Dashy, before you go,
Oh, yes.
you have your pick'em thing. I'm in the number 1 spot, and Bills Mafia is in number 2. How is it going to work to see who the winner is?
It has to work out who has the tiebreaker entering for the Super Bowl.
Oh, I see. what
the
you're
Super
saying.
Bowl.
Right now, I'm at 177 points compared to Bills Mafia's 176.
So if you can get a winning week this week, better than Bills Mafia, you win the jersey. If Bills Mafia somehow gets better weeks than you, the last 2 weeks better than you, he wins the jersey again. So you just need a winning record this week to clinch.
Hell yeah, I love it. I love it.
Let's go, man.
Let's
The
go.
reigning, defending, undisputed AFC champions.
That's
Oh,
right.
by the way, Dashy, you never look better, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Let's go, Dashy. Who
Let's
day?
go, Dashy.
Who day?
All right.
Who they think gonna beat them Bengals? Nobody. I'll be live tomorrow for my show.
Can't
Sounds
wait
good.
to see that. All right. Later, brother.
Later, Dashy.
All right.
Next call up.
Joshua Cook is back.
What's up?
Yes, I am. How do you do, guys?
What is going on?
Well, I just wanted to come on here and give my predictions for the championships coming up this weekend. I was surprised about on the divisional games, the 49ers and Cowboys. Tiny Tim, my commiserations to you for the Cowboys losing. I hope they do better next year. It's just I agree with everything you said about, especially that last play in the game. That was
one of the stupidest things I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, exactly. And as far as the Bills and the Bengals are concerned, I picked the Bills to win, and it completely turned into absolute
disaster.
Yeah, pretty much. I didn't see Cincinnati winning this game, winning against Buffalo, especially with everything that Buffalo had, going into that game.
Mm-hmm.
That was just crazy. But yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and do my picks for the. I'll start with the NFC Championship. I'm gonna say that, judging by what Elsie said about the Eagles' record at home when it comes to the NFC Championship,
Yep.
that to me is astonishing. 2-4 at home with the NFC Championship on the line.
Yep.
That's just crazy to think about. But I will say this. San Francisco has definitely, with the talent that they have behind them, George Kittle and CMC, for those reasons, I think that the 49ers are going to win against Philadelphia. And I will say that the final will be 49ers 31 and Eagles 21. So I'll pick San Francisco for the AFC Championship. I agree with all three of you when I say that Cincinnati is going to win against the Chiefs. I just don't see Patrick Mahomes coming back to play for the game. That high ankle sprain.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think that. I just don't think Mahomes is going to have a good game, especially when you have the Bengals defense going after him. If they show that much against Buffalo, I can't imagine that the Chiefs are going to combat the likes of the Bengal defense. So I will say that the Bengals are going to win. It won't be a high-scoring affair, but I think the Bengals are going to pull out the win by a score of 28-17, and then we'll have San Fran and Cincinnati for the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah!
Awesome.
That is going to be amazing. That is a rematch of a Super Bowl, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Twice in the 80s.
Twice in the 80s.
I did my pick'ems for the Royal Rumble.
Oh.
And I mentioned you, A Pizzle, and LC Muscles.
Oh.
So if you want to go check that out on my YouTube channel, and let me know who you have winning at the Royal Rumble.
I will say my predictions right now, actually. I have for the
Go ahead.
either Cody Rhodes or Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
And then in the women's, I'm going Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, I agree with you, A Pizzle.
Yeah.
So
one of those. Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you, guys. I'll see you.
Thank you so much, Josh.
Thanks, Josh.
Soon.
Thank you, dude. Have a good one, man.
Thanks.
All right. See y'all later.
See you
And
later.
what's up, John Sir?
What's up?
What's happening, man?
What's up, dude?
Sixers take down Ben Simmons yet again. As you
Fraud
can see, I'm well dressed
Simmons.
after watching that. I love it.
Fraud Simmons.
Switch this over. Let's see. We will start with the NFC. Well.
Oh, yeah.
Eagles beat the Giants. How anyone honestly thought the Giants starters had any chance is beyond me. Seriously. Did
I
you
know.
not see what happened in MetLife? Picker after picker after picker I saw took Giants. Can't help but say I told you so. And the 49ers. That game finished with both teams under 20 points. Gee, I wonder who said that.
Ooh.
I did say that. Everybody called me crazy.
This guy right here.
And help but say I told you so. So, number 1 defense versus number 1 sack defense. But to quote Steel Sermon, call me biased, call me a homer, end quote. But I do think we have the weapons to override the Niner defenders. The combination of A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith should put you in said position. Plus a defense with 70 sacks as a group, bringing Brock Purdy to the ground at least I'm going to call 3 times. Remember we heard that one first. The Eagles get their 4th George Halas Trophy and advance to the Super Bowl 22-19. Romy Fonderman, what do you got?
Oh, wait a second.
The Eagles are so much better than the Eagles.
The soon to be 4-time NFC champion Eagles. And by the way, Lucas, I got to correct you on one thing. It's 3-4 at home in the NFC title game, not 2-4. All 3 Super Bowl appearances came after win at home in the NFC championship.
I thought 80 was on the road.
80 was in Philly. 80 was in Philly. Yes. To the AFC. Pat Mahomes will play. 90% of people are taking the favored Bengals. Keywords. Keep that in mind. If this were in Cincinnati, then maybe I'd take them. But this is an Arrowhead. You're about to see how good a quarterback Pat Mahomes really is. With that said, Bengals are favored, correct? Let me check.
By 1, yes.
So, Alex, if you want, sound the alarm!
Oh, shit.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
That's right. That is right. Pat Mahomes finally beats Joe Burrow, leading the Chiefs to their 5th Lamar Hunt Trophy, going back to the Super Bowl 29-24. Here's Super Bowl 57, Philadelphia Eagles versus Kansas City Chiefs.
All right. So he's going the exact opposite of all of us. John, sir, thank you so much for coming on. We don't have anybody else backstage. We just...
Can we get Romy?
Yes. Let's get Tubby on.
Hold the phone. Let's see if he's on.
Hey, Romy, you still out there?
Hello. Send him the link real quick.
I haven't spoken to Romy since we used to do our wrestling predictions and our recaps.
I'm going to send him the link. Hopefully he gets it. But yeah.
Don't worry, CA Cougar. If anything goes wrong, it's my fault, okay?
It's always his fault.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what's going on, Felicia?
What's up?
What's up, Felicia?
Yeah,
how's it going? CA Cougar, Big Beefy E, Zach, Dashy. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Joshua Cook, CA Cougar. I already said his name.
Oh my gosh, we love you guys.
Love you all so much. What a great season.
It's been a phenomenal season.
And Snowman. And of course, Snowman. He was in there when we started. Oh. You know what? Asking you shall receive.
Hi, Robbie. Hi. Yes.
Oh, great. Where did this giant dick come from?
Romy, my man.
Yes, sir. Tiny motherfucking damn, and you can't teach that.
S-A-W-F-T.
And then you got Alexander. 3. And then you have fuck him.
There we go.
Oh, that's not nice. It's my person.
Romy it's been a long time since I've seen you, Romy. How you been?
I've been okay. I'm just. Wow, you all picked.
Romy, how you been?
Y'all picked the Bengals. I wonder what It's in the Blood are thinking right now.
Oh, I wonder what she's thinking.
ScarJo's gonna get me.
Sorry, Alex. Sorry, Alex. Oh man. Yeah, we picked the Bengals.
Yeah, we picked the Cincinnati Bengals, dude.
We all think that they are going to reign supreme
again in KC.
Once again.
Hey, see it, Cougar. Eat shit, you dingleberry.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Buddy Johnston took Kansas City.
Yep.
Yeah, Johnston's the only one too.
Felicia, the Nubian queen.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you got Johnster, aka motherfucker who sounds like Noob Cybot.
Nah.
Noob Cybot.
He does. He's like, I'm like, what the hell wrong, dude? Eat a cough drop.
Yeah.
So, what are you getting down to now? You pretty much through with the show and you're doing your final thoughts?
Yep.
Yeah, for the most part. By the way, including the intro and the ones we use every week, I have 25 clips.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, Snowman's on there as well. Snowman.
Snowman.
Yeah.
Snowman.
Absolutely.
Snowman. Oh god, a soundboard battle. We gotta have this.
Oh my god. Romy?
A soundboard battle?
Yeah, because he has one.
Who?
He is
Snowman.
He has a soundboard.
It's got his knuckles.
Snowman,
this is going to be good.
Hey, there you are.
This is going to be good.
Snowman in the house.
Snowman.
Good evening,
on,
gentlemen.
Snowman?
How are we tonight? Hey, how's it going?
Man.
What's up, Romy? Romy looks like he wants to punch me. Why?
Probably does.
It's a soundboard battle.
He's flexing his muscles at me. as my
Holy
son
shit,
would say
it's
to me.
Candyman!
with headphones on.
They'll say his name 5 times, man. You know what he does with that hook.
You trick.
He's gonna come up. He's gonna sneak up right behind me. And he's gonna be like,
This fat son of a bitch.
Actually, I was going to sneak up behind you and say,
What in the all types of blue hell?
Oh man.
he's like, all right, Romy, on the count of 3, 1, 2.
Actually, Romy, on the count of 3, 1, 2.
Tiger uppercut.
Sagat!
Yeah, he's got.
Yep.
I love Sagat.
This is amazing.
What else you got, Romy? What else you got for me, partner?
He's gonna throw that tiger uppercut and then, I'm sorry,
Combo breaker.
Oh, snap, crackle, and pop.
Well, I am 50, so my bones could go snap, crackle, and pop. As long as you don't sneak up behind me and try to singe me with a
Yoga fire.
This is amazing.
like you, Romy. I am kind of bald. So don't sneak up behind me and like I said, don't sneak up behind me like my grandchildren would do and try to playfully singe me with a
Yoga fire.
or else I'm gonna act like my niece and give you a my niece. One of my it's one of my niece's favorite characters. I had to do that for her.
Persistent, like herpes.
Jesus.
Let's go, Romy.
Oh, this is good stuff.
That's the next one.
Wish to wager on this dick.
That's 2 and 1.
Oh, good Lord.
It's funny. I usually scream out that when I'm on the toilet.
Oh,
Lately, so, lately,
You know why?
given my
You know
health,
what's
so
the
have
cause
I.
of that? That's right.
Diabetes.
I need that sound right there because that's what I'm trying to beat now. I need that sound right there. See, people will see Romy and I at the controls with both of our soundboards ready, and anyone else that would try to sneak up on us and try to take over, we'll just politely tell them,
Nothing for you.
Muscles, are you okay? You're
I
crying.
am
dying
hanging.
over there.
This is amazing. Holy crap.
Oh, while Tiny Tim is here, Tiny Tim, Dak Prescott got a little bit of a from my team's defense on Sunday night. Hell of a game though, but we got
Yeah.
see, wait a minute. This is for Tim. Tim looked at that final play and thought,
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
I still have no idea where in hell they came up with that, you know?
Hey, Lucas, every time I look at you,
You're one ugly motherfucker.
and every time I see C.A. Kruger,
that son of a bitch.
Oh my
Romy, can you send me those two? I gotta use them during the morning show. I gotta use those.
It's amazing.
Hell yeah.
That's a look.
and every time
okay.
I see Gary, he makes me so mad.
Punk ass bitch motherfucker.
Well, when I did an off schedule,
boy.
wait a minute. When I did an off schedule, bronze sexual confession on Tuesday, a lot of people were trying to tell me,
Shut up, fool.
and
See you later.
but I politely hit him with a
Oh, you get
and where's the one I'm looking for? And I hit him with a
Surprise, motherfucker.
when I started doing it.
Yeah.
Gary doesn't like it because I am.
You know that I'm the cream of the crop.
I love
And
it.
here it comes.
Get out of here before I break out the atomic elbow, brother.
Romy,
And I'll be on top because it's my
moment of glory.
yes.
Romy, I must give you my email address because some of those sounds I could totally use, man.
No, you can't use that.
Wait a minute.
Use that.
I'll find a way to use it. See, Romy could sneak up on me. Listen, I could be in a place getting set up, and Romy would just politely sneak up on me, put a headset on me, and go,
Surprise, motherfucker.
and hit me with all the sounds that he hit me with tonight.
Oh
And
my
we're all
God.
shocked sitting here thinking,
Well, I'll be fucked.
Actually, you know what? Let me counter that. We're all thinking,
No.
and we're still thinking,
No.
and some people will tell Romy and I with our sound bases to
Stay off the weed.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
speaking of which, if you saw 1,000 people who are got the munchies and they're all heading towards Chick-fil-A, and yeah, this is what their sound alarm sounds like.
Actually, you know what? Romy, I got one better. I got one better. 1,000 people headed toward Chick-fil-A, and everybody else would be screaming,
God damn!
and
When they bite into that sandwich.
God, my nipples are so perky.
Throw Gary in there.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Oh my God, this is
And again, they're thinking,
Damn.
wait. To borrow Romy's description, 1,000 people heading for Chick-fil-A, knowing they've been smoking, and all you can think of is
Much.
And then no one doesn't know what to think except for one thing.
Fucky wucky, I lost my ducky.
I could so learn something from Romy with some of these sounds. I gotta have some.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Romy. Here's one for you. With every week that I've aired, this show on my radio network, and I made sure I put it at night on SDM Sports Radio because of all the swear words. With much as football as we love to talk, somebody is going to mistakenly think,
"Oh, somebody got his head knocked off!"
when they see a helmet rolling around somewhere. I don't think Muscles can take anymore. He's busy crying.
I'm getting lightheaded.
You're getting lightheaded.
Someone's got the head locked off. Well, it could end up, something like or this, or this.
Well, and with all those, I'll just politely say,
Lucas,
I'm dying.
You're about to. He's throwing up. I'm telling him. I'm looking at Lucas. I'm telling him,
"Shut the fuck up, fat man."
I love it. Hey, Romy. Anyone tries to take our sounds, let's give them one of these, and it'll wind up being,
"Oh, somebody got his head knocked off."
Oh, I got one. I got one Romy can use. You get one of you go through a day, everything's fine, but then something happens totally out of the ordinary, and you think, right, googly moogly.
You're goddamn right.
Yes.
But
you okay, Lucas?
All we have
I'm hanging in there.
but all we have to do is politely tell somebody that tries to mess with us,
"Get the fuck out of here!"
And yes, that's the late great George Carlin who supplied that.
Oh my God.
Lucas.
Yes.
Focus, Lucas. You know what Lucas is thinking? I'm about to break out Bugs Bunny. You know what Lucas is thinking sometimes when he messes with us?
Get me out of here!
This is Lucas when he gets to BJ for the first time.
I love. And it's followed with a question of,
"Do you believe it?"
Oh my God, my head is like. Oof. I'm seeing stars right now. Holy shit!
Excellent.
Well, that takes care of that, Eddie.
What are you buying? What are you selling?
Freaking Lucas over there.
Yeah, that's about accurate.
No, actually, this is more accurate.
Oh, a Titans.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Let me mess with Lucas. Lucas, when he sees a pretty lady,
"Hello, baby,"
is what I say to my wife on a nightly basis when she comes in from work.
Hell
But
yeah!
she loves when I do that voice, though. She loves when I do cartoon voices, just like my kids.
Nice.
They love when I do that. But see, why they took Pepe Le Pew off the Looney Tunes, I don't know. I could sneak up behind my wife and go,
"Hello, baby,"
and she'll start cracking up. This is everybody listening to the show, hearing Romy and I put our sounds together.
Yep.
There's a winner.
That's wrong.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Chicken dinner.
Winner, chicken dinner. Oh my god.
And then the lady smacks Lucas.
What I do, boss?
That's not true. I would not.
Wait a minute. Do that, Romy. Do that one again. Do that one again.
What I do, boss?
Actually, this is what happens to Lucas if a lady smacks him.
Emotional damage.
Damn it.
Yes.
Yep, that's true.
And then he accepts his guilt.
Oh, okay, boss.
And of course, the next one after he buttons his lip. Who's this?
Oh my god.
And remember, folks, no liquor was involved. At least I don't think so.
Don't.
And in honor of A Pizzle's favorite team.
Yeah, you drink a lot of liquor and you get drunk, just take that red pill.
What have I got?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
When Romy and I show up with both our sound bases, which are constantly expanding.
Mind's blown.
And then when we both show up.
That is awesome.
Tiny Tim's head after that last play on Sunday night.
Oh.
That's terrible.
That is amazing.
Lucas went cave diving and kind of got stuck, and he said,
Things got a tighter grip than my ex-wife.
I've never.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Listen, A Pizzle, when the Bills walked off on him. No, I take that back. A Pizzle when the Bills walked off on the Dolphins.
Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Yeah,
That's true.
that is very true.
Yeah.
Wait, and I got a good one. Listen, Tiny Tim when he saw Zeke Elliott line up at center on the final play.
You know what? That makes me mad.
Now I'm really pissed off.
I can't argue with that.
Even better. Tiny Tim when the Cowboys needed to punt and they wasted all that time.
Yeah.
And the rest of us are thinking,
This you gotta see to believe.
Mm-hmm. Hey, the snowman ain't lying though.
He's not. He's
you know why
definitely
Lucas turned his camera on? Because he doesn't have.
Balls of steel.
I think. Wait a minute. Oh God, I can't believe I'm going to use this, but I'm going to use it anyway.
Oh man.
When a woman walks up to Lucas and he blushes.
I like him. He's silly.
Because those are the exact words my wife Jody said to me when I broke into cartoon character voices.
No, Lucas would just do this.
Oh,
What?
Actually, Lucas would say this. And when she actually gives him a chance, it'll be followed with,
I think I just broke my chair.
Oh, good lord.
my God. Stop the chair.
thank you to the late great Rod Bramlett for that.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
Oh.
Hey, you know you can help. Hey, Lucas, just sit back, relax, and watch a movie starring.
Humphrey Bogart.
Humphrey Bogart.
Or watch a USC fight starring
Bruce Buffer.
Wait a minute. Lucas to us after we've picked on him the last 20 minutes.
I'm a human being. God damn it.
That's so true.
Lucas just wants to scream out at us.
You fucking mark.
Actually, what Lucas wants to wait a minute. Actually, what Lucas wants to scream at us is,
I like my meatballs spicy.
Dude, anything with Lucas and food.
So good and tasty.
hell, that's anything with me and food.
I love food.
Wait a minute. Every time my wife cooks, wait, just a minute. Every time my wife cooks for me, because I'm ready to tear it up.
Yeah, Lucas was about to tear it up, and it just went, "Ew," and he blames this.
It's those goddamn fanatics.
He's dead.
We better stop because Lucas is gonna die. He's
Lucas
gonna
is fucking-
faint. He's gonna
Lucas
faint.
in front. Wait a minute. A pizzle in front of food.
I have absolutely no idea what's going
No. No clue.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Wait a minute.
Lucas,
Wait.
hasten your own demise.
Hello.
Oh
Play
God.
to win.
Yes.
This is a pizzle when Cole decides to bust out the City Fifth theme.
Hell no.
And he walks away.
The City Fifth.
The City Fifth.
Oh,
hey Alex, have you ever been to fucking Arkansas?
Arkansas.
Sauce.
Not
No,
Arkansas, folks. Arkansas.
No, I haven't been to Arkansas.
Arkansas. I heard they make some delicious
Chicken McNuggies.
How you do that?
What in the all types of blue hell?
That okay.
Oh my gosh, I think
Wait,
this is getting out of
here you go,
hand.
Pizzle.
What in the all type of blue hell?
nailed the grass.
See, I better quit before Pizzle. I better quit because Pizzle won't make it to Friday morning when base is actually on.
Right, exactly.
Right.
with Lucas.
Death makes me stronger.
I think with all the times we picked on Lucas, he just wound up saying,
Oh, dude.
Lucas, it's okay. You can come out now.
Yeah,
Here, don't worry. I'm here. I'm
Okay.
just. I had to drop my camera. My head's killing. My head's starting to get
no, you're
light.
good.
Oh,
Good, dude.
Did we make you laugh that much?
yeah, pretty much.
He passed out because
Look at those tits.
I must have some of those sounds, man. Wait a minute, folks. Let's give Lucas time to recover.
Yeah, please. No more kamikaze, Romy.
number what?
No more kamikaze.
Wait. Let's give Lucas time to recover. Everybody breathe. Everybody do a woosah. And now with all that,
What did I just miss?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh.
with all that calm, Lucas is screaming,
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Yeah.
now for me, this is me picking on myself, and this is where my children pick on me. Me in front of food.
It's bacon.
Yeah, I still love bacon.
Oh, yeah.
Me in front of food.
It's bacon.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. What have we done to Lucas?
I'm good now. We should
If
be
you're
good.
vegan.
Here we go.
Here we go. Yes, indeed.
And
Snowman.
to end it off.
Never do it, Slim Jim.
Okay, that's good.
Oh yeah. Lucas, do you like baseball?
I do like baseball.
Who's your team?
Cardinals.
Cardinals? Okay. Then as long as you didn't say Cubs,
Oh.
we're good.
Oh
But
God,
for
no.
me,
Still can't believe
Wait a
Chip
minute.
Terry's going to you guys.
Lucas, for me,
And he rips one into left. Kaneko, grand slam.
I was actually there during the World Series game 2 when that slam happened.
Ooh, that's pretty awesome.
Nice.
That was a hell of a day for me. Pizzles heard me tell this story.
Yes.
That day, I went to Soldier Field to see the Bears beat the Ravens in a mud pit and got soaked going from Soldier Field to U.S. Cellular Field for Game 2 of the World Series. I wasn't even supposed to go. and someone had a ticket for me at the last second. Someone had a ticket for me at the last second, and then Konerko slam. Vizcaíno ties it up in the top of the ninth, and then Pasetnik walks off in the bottom of the ninth. I couldn't talk for 2 days.
What? Wow.
I couldn't talk for 2 days.
2 days.
My dad didn't have to ask what happened. My mom didn't have to ask what happened. Even my sister didn't have to ask what happened because they all saw it. And my sister didn't like baseball. My dad got me hooked on baseball. I came in the house tired, exhausted, totally exhausted. And I just went upstairs and fell out. Next morning, my dad says to me, "That's 2. We got 2 more to get."
That's right. 2 down, 2 to go.
2 down, 2 to get.
Oh, man.
Ah, crap!
Which is what Houston said that year.
Ah, crap!
That's a classic.
First cartoon song I ever sang to my wife.
Kill the rabbit, kill the rabbit, kill the rabbit.
Dick.
Oh! Oh my God! Oh! Oh my fucking God! Oh! Oh! Get this fucker! Oh! No! Get the camera! Money! Money! Oh my God!
Hey, Lucas, we found your porno.
Damn.
That's not true.
I got to get that sound. Wait a minute. All right. Since Lucas are you still there, Lucas?
I'm still here.
He's still there.
I'm here.
Lucas, when a woman sits on his lap.
Ooh, I'm dying!
Yeah, that's accurate.
Oh, no.
That is accurate.
That's accurate.
Yeah, that's accurate.
That's accurate.
When a woman grabs his ass.
Romy, you gotta send me that one. I need to use that for I gotta use that one for Bronze Sexual Confessions on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Oh.
Questions.
I gotta use that for Bronze Sexual Confessions on Wednesdays.
Pac-Man.
I like it.
Okay.
Let's talk about your 49ers.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Let's talk about your 49ers. You're one game
I'm
away.
gonna head out. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, Romy.
Romy,
Have a good night, dude.
appreciate you, dude.
Romy, salute to you, my brother. Thank you so much, man.
Yes, sir.
Good stuff. Love that.
Wow. I gotta take an aspirin after all that.
Oh, dude,
Stomach hurts.
Oh, that was good.
My stomach hurts now. I gotta get all those sounds.
Yeah.
Oh man, they were so good though.
See, Romy and I could go back and forth with the sounds for hours. I got a feeling.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you could absolutely.
Oh, wait a minute. Since Tiny Tim's a Cowboys fan, this was the entrance music for their offensive line in the 90s, who I respected.
Genius.
That's left to right. 2-A, Newton, Giesick, Larry Allen, and Eric Williams. I think that's right. Then later,
I believe you're right.
You flip Giesick for Derek Kennard, and then Mark Stepnoski was the first one on that offensive line.
Right. I believe you're right on that, bro.
Oh gosh,
that was genius, though. That's definitely going on the best of reel. That's for sure.
Yep,
it has
Yeah,
to.
We got to.
I'll put it on there.
It has to go on the best of. And this is only my second appearance on the. This is only my second appearance on the show, and I'm on the best of now.
Yeah, damn right.
Yeah, because those soundboard battle is amazing.
It wasn't even a battle. Romy and I were just having fun with it.
Yeah, we were just having fun with each other.
Yeah.
It's still incredible though.
Oh my gosh. If it was actually a battle, I think Romy and I would need more computer space.
Hollywood.
and a bigger program to house every sound we could think of.
Exactly.
Because
Oh,
half of them we'd record and chop up, and he'd come to me with ideas. I'd come to him with ideas, and we'd cut them up. And Pizzle, as you know, my wife's voice is on part of the intro.
Yep.
So I got to take part of that and put it on the intro now.
Oh yeah.
And
have to.
Here's a funny story. One day, we were out and about. We were getting some lunch, and I dropped something, and I reached down to pick it up, and I inadvertently grabbed her leg, and she just looks at me and goes, "Mister." That's where it all started.
Mister.
Yeah, that's
Please
awesome.
whip us
And
up.
yep, you know the rest of it. Mister, will you please wake up?
What's up?
Here's the crazy part though. After she said that, a bell rang in my head later. We were watching football, and I said, "Baby, can you record something for me?" She says, "What?" And I wrote it down, and she says, "How do you want me to record it?" And I said, like you're scolding me or something. That's where that came from, and the rest is history.
How do you work this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing? That's her too, right?
Yes, that is Jody. That is my beautiful Jody.
Oh, that's a great one.
But the signature is the intro for the morning. Mister, will you please wake up? That's her morning
Classic.
Signature now.
yeah.
Absolute classic.
That's awesome.
Oh gosh. That's this morning signature now.
Hell yeah.
How do you work this Twitter thing? And I thought of that one like on the fly, same day. Same day she recorded the morning intro. We recorded that one for a bump. Thought of that one on the fly.
Hell yeah.
Thought of that one on the fly.
Awesome. That's definitely one of my favorites.
And
You still use it?
Yeah, we still use it. And she went with it. When I gave her the second one, she just went with it.
Hell yeah.
Oh boy.
Wow.
But how about those 49ers?
How about those 49ers? One game away.
And I think they're going to win it.
You're damn right.
On Sunday. I think it's going to be a hell of a game, though.
Hell yeah.
It's going to be
It's going to be a slobber knocker.
Yes, it's what I've said since Sunday night.
Yeah.
Slobber knocker in Philadelphia. And my prediction, 17-14 49ers.
All right.
It's going to be a low-scoring slobber knocker, but it's going to be a hard-hitting game. And I don't mind either team. You know I love my Niners. The Eagles are great. They're building something great.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those games where I have two horses in the race, and I'm not going to be disappointed. I'm not going to be disappointed either way.
Right.
And you got two quarterbacks that are going to be around for a long, long time.
Oh yeah.
Because Purdy is the starter going forward for San Francisco right now.
Oh yeah.
You don't think he's gonna? You don't think it's gonna be Trey Lance?
Hell no.
There you go. I like that answer.
Hell to the no.
Lance
wait,
Ferguson.
no.
I have Bishop Bowling. Let's bust that out right now.
Yeah, might as well.
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no. Listen.
Fair use.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love
Yes.
it. Love it.
That's his
Oh,
favorite song.
gosh. I remember the first time we played that, the chat lit up and went nuts. Oh gosh. But yeah, I think Purdy is the starting QB for the Niners going forward.
Oh yeah. I agree.
And you take the money you were going to give to Trey Lance, and
Give it
you
to
can
him.
easily flip that to Christian McCaffrey because
Yeah.
they're going to sign McCaffrey.
Oh
long term.
yeah, definitely.
They are.
They're going to sign McCaffrey long
have
term.
to.
So you have Purdy in the stable, McCaffrey in the stable, Debo's already in the stable for the next 4 years. And the biggest part of the 49ers that has come together since the game we played against the Chiefs in week 7 has been the offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Because we didn't showcase much of McCaffrey in the Kansas City game because he had just gotten there. The Rams found out the hard way.
Oh, they absolutely did.
Yeah, they did.
And while I'm still busting out sound, after we showcased McCaffrey against the Rams and he didn't have the full playbook.
There you go. I love
Super
it.
Mario World.
And they had to be thinking,
No! No, 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 no. No.
yes. I told someone tonight in a group chat, and I'm starting to hate group chats for many reasons. I told somebody in a group chat that I could name 10 forwards that are better than LeBron James, and they told me I was smoking.
Oh, what? Damn.
And then when I named them, they went silent.
Of course.
Because they don't understand the truth.
They really don't.
No, they do
when I started the list, and I put one of the names I put on the list, of course, was Tom Chambers, and I went,
surprise, motherfucker.
When I said that.
Damn right.
Oh gosh. But man, the NFC Championship is going to be off the freaking charts.
Yep.
It's going to be a hard hitting off the. I already told Jody we're getting a ton of snacks, and when 3:30 hits, we ain't moving. And she says,
There
"Okay,
you go.
what time?" I said to her about 10 o'clock. And she says, "Why 10 o'clock?" I said, "We're going to watch both games." But you guys play at 3. I know, but we got food to eat. She starts laughing. She's like, "Okay."
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Both the championship games are going to be off the charts, but NFC Championship is going to be crazy.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be amazing.
That should have been the feature game.
Oh, it should have been.
Frisco and Philadelphia, I believe, should have been the feature game.
Agreed.
It should have been the feature game. I mean,
Agreed, but since last year they put the AFC Championship game first.
Yeah, and they had to flip it
around. Yeah.
And speaking of the AFC Championship, Joe Burrow will get the job done.
Yes, he will.
27-17 Bengals.
Who day? All 4 of us have the same Super Bowl matchup.
Yes, we do.
In San Francisco.
Let's
For the third time with those two.
That's right.
23 and I believe 57 in Phoenix, Arizona. Hell, it may be the first of two. Maybe the first of back-to-back with those two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be.
And I'll be damned if I don't be at the one in Vegas covering that bitch.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
Look, Jody and I made plans, okay? She said, as soon as you get healthy, we're the fuck up out of here. I'm like, baby, you said nothing but a word. Okay. I had the surgery. We're getting everything together with my belly and everything. We're solving that problem. I'm learning how to eat and when to eat because I can't eat as much as I can anymore because I don't weigh that much.
Right.
And part of my stomach is gone because of the surgery. So I have to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
Do I love food? Yes. I can't eat 100 pounds of it like I used to back in the day.
Right.
But yeah, we're ready to get. Ready to get. I'm gonna apply. I'm a member of the Sportscasters Talent Agency of America, and there's a tournament I'm gonna apply for down in North Carolina. And if all goes well, I use that and a connection with UNCG to stock up some money, and then we're headed west.
All right.
Then we're headed west because we're chasing. Look, we already decided we're gonna buy an RV, shape that bitch up, buy some land.
Hell yeah.
And we're gonna buy some land, build our house our way, and just beat it. Because you get to a point where you're just done, man.
Yeah.
You get to a point where you're just done, and I'm tired of sleeping all day. I know I got a ton of work. I always have a ton of work to do. But the thing with me, and I'm gonna talk about this tomorrow on my afternoon show, I gotta write out a schedule.
Yeah.
I'm not used to it, but I have to write it out. Because if I don't obey it, I'll sign off the morning show, hop in bed, and next thing I know, it's 2:00. I can't do I can't do that. I lose so much production time.
Yeah.
But I do have to incorporate some downtime. I do have to incorporate a couple of hours of downtime where I can be away from the phone and away from the computer and just rest.
Exactly.
I do have to incorporate that. Hey,
Absolutely.
Muscles, who's your favorite Cardinal of all time?
My favorite Cardinal of all time. Ooh, there's a good amount. Ozzie Smith and probably Pujols for me personally, and Yachty.
Albert Pujols. Can't go
Yes.
wrong with Albert Pujols. Can't go wrong with Ozzie Smith. The Cardinals were my first favorite team, and Ozzie Smith and Whitey Herzog and the bunch was one of the main reasons.
That's right, man.
And from
Incredible.
being from
Ozzie Smith was one of the best
being from
pitchers.
the
My
South
dad
Side,
saw him when he was in his prime, man.
Yep.
And
being from the South Side of Chicago, White Sox fan to my heart. You know, I've grown fond of the San Francisco Giants, and the reason for that is Buster Posey. And I know the Cardinals couldn't stand Buster Posey.
No, we couldn't.
In 2012, but actually the giant that the Cardinals couldn't stand was Marco Scutaro on that team.
Oh, God.
Him and Pablo Sandoval.
Oh my goodness.
2 and 3 in the order. You know,
Dude, that was just a monster duo to face.
Yeah, they were. One of my favorite White Sox players of all time, the Big Hurt, Frank Thomas.
Frank Thomas.
Yes, nice.
Nice.
I don't care what they say about these modern hitters. If I have to pick two sluggers that I'd want on my team, Frank Thomas is one, Ken Griffey Jr. is the other.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite player of all time right there.
And Ken Griffey Jr. had the sweetest left-handed swing I ever saw.
Yeah.
Prettiest swing
He
of
had
all time.
the prettiest swing I ever saw.
Ever.
We're making Tim cry, bringing up memories of Ken Griffey Jr. I'm sorry.
That's my.
No, I'm not crying. It's just my eyes watering here.
Right.
But hey,
You should have seen Muscle's eyes earlier when Romy and I were matching sound for sound.
That was incredible.
Oh yes,
I was losing it.
I'm glad you took it as the joke we meant it for, and we were just having fun with it, man.
Hell yeah, it was amazing. It was absolutely incredible.
I thought you were going to fall out your chair for a moment.
No, my chair's pretty sturdy.
No, you know what he was thinking?
Pretty.
You know what he was thinking?
What's that?
You for real?
Yep.
And.
Bitch, are you for real?
Yep.
And.
Bitch, please.
And that.
And.
Why?
And he was probably asking you and Ron.
Moot him! He was definitely thinking moot him. Moot him! And thank you, Cole Johnson, for that.
Absolute legend.
Yeah.
I remember the day he said that, and I cut it that afternoon, and I sent it to you, Pizzle, and I sent it to Cole. I sent it that afternoon.
Like, that was legendary. You got to use that bit. That is absolutely that's legendary. That's what I told you. And you did.
Yes.
And here we are. And Ray is
what was the other one I sent you that day? You fired.
You fired. No, I don't think I got that one.
You should have, because I know I sent it to you.
I'll look up. I'll look it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dear Brendan Staley, you fired.
You fired.
Yep.
And then, of course, Tim, I have this one from, I believe it was, I forget which week it was, but I still have this one.
Prediction? Yes, prediction. Pain.
That's the NFC Championship. Because
Yeah.
both teams are going to be in pain after that one's over, no matter who wins.
Oh yeah.
No matter who wins.
Yeah.
And I have both horses in the race. And okay, Tim, you're not gonna like me for this, but I have to say, as long as it ain't the Cowboys, I'm good. Matter of fact, let me do this. So, what do I do when I see a Cowboy fan? Twist the knife, of course. Let me find it. Let me find it. This is the play that made me a 49er fan forever. You should.
3rd and 3. We'll see
Oh,
if
of
he gets
course.
down the right side, possibly.
There it is.
Looking, throwing in the end zone. Caught it! Dwight Clark!
That's the play that made me a 49er fan forever.
Yes, sir.
And I told this story last time. My fourth grade teacher, big time Cowboy fan, and she was talking mess all week. All week. So come Friday, she zoned in right on me, and she goes, "You know the Cowboys are going to win Sunday, right?" And I stood up and looked at her and I said, "No."
Oh.
And I must have said a George Carlin 4-letter word because she looked at me and went, "What?"
What?
I said the Cowboys are not going to win. She says, "All right. If the 49ers win, everybody in the classroom gets cupcakes."
Ooh, cupcakes.
I was a cupcake eating motherfucker that Monday.
That's amazing.
I was a cupcake eating motherfucker that Monday.
Yes.
We all were. And
Had to be.
Some of my friends were coming up to me going, "How the fuck did you know that the 49ers were going to win? Have you watched them this year?" That was 1981. Okay?
Yeah, that was 81.
Oh. Yeah, man, that made me a 49er for life.
Wow.
And I don't care what anybody says. Fuck Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback ever, wore 16, not 12.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because everything Brady has done, Montana did first.
And better.
Thank you. And better.
And better.
Well,
Undefeated.
Brady has 5 Super Bowl MVPs. Yeah, but who was the first to win 3? That would be
Smoking
Mr.
Joe.
Montana to you.
Yeah.
That would be Joe Cool.
Joe Cool.
Oh my gosh. I had a blast with y'all tonight.
This
was fun.
Oh, yeah.
This is a good show.
Guys.
It's an absolutely amazing show.
I'm gonna go on and finish my projects and head on to bed. But
My man,
Fizzle,
Snowman.
Thank you guys so much,
Big seeing
Tim
you.
and Muscles, and to Romy one more time.
Yes.
Thank you all very, very much for having me.
Man.
I appreciate you guys.
Appreciate
I love you
Snowman.
guys. We'll do it again soon. Thank you so
Damn
much.
right.
Thanks.
Appreciate you, Snowman. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh, my
That was
God.
incredible.
Now that was good.
That was
That
incredible.
was some good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So I guess that'll do it for the championship round
Yes,
of
it will.
the 4 Horsemen of Pick'ems. Next week, we will be having our best of and
Oh, I can't wait.
clip
for that.
show,
Yes.
and we're going to be reacting to our preseason picks.
Yes. Preseason predictions. How wrong we were.
Or how right we were.
Maybe.
That too.
Well, that too. I am going to be live streaming both the AFC and NFC championship games.
Ooh,
this
you
Sunday.
are.
Oh, wow.
I am.
I'll tune in.
Be on the lookout for that.
Heck yeah.
Elsie Muscles, what you got coming out?
I want to do a Steeler video hopefully sometime soon. Maybe I need to do one. I know. It's overdue. Just haven't had time, but I will have time hopefully next couple of days to do it.
Yeah.
So expect a Steeler live stream sometime soon.
There we go. And then, of course, Tiny Tim, Fantasy Football Fever.
That's right. We got Fantasy Football Fever coming up Friday night, 10:15 p.m. Eastern, 9:15 p.m. Central on my channel, TJM3774. Yeah, we're down to the Final Four. So,
Yes, we are.
Final Four.
So, ladies and gentlemen, till next week, a pizzle for Elsie Muscles, for Tiny Tim, a pizzle. Baby!
Let's go Steelers.
Take it easy, y'all.
Take it easy.